Well, good morning, good afternoon, happy Thursday. Hope you guys had an awesome day today. The top watch from last night's free watch list just did it again today on CHOW. And hopefully you're able to snag a piece of that move because this thing was insane today. I'm glad I was able to. This thing was a little bit tricky to start, but I ended up locking in, taking the big win up into a halt, and locked up a nice green day yet again. So let's go and break it all down trade by trade. Penny stocks are on fire. If you're not watching penny stocks the last few days, you're probably watching nothing because penny stocks are the theme. That's where the volume is, where you got to be watching. We follow the volume. Now, the stocks I was watching this morning really were just all penny stocks. And I know some of you might not like penny stocks. I'm not a huge fan, but whenever they're there, sometimes you got to make do. So, CHOW, SGN, and JTAI were the top three on the list this morning. And, well, I played all of them pretty well. So, to start with, JTAI going up into the open, I did have a little win on this going into the bell. Now, I broke the ice with this morning. It looked really good. And this was the only setup that I really saw that looked fantastic going into the open, where we have this high here to, of course, the lower high. And so you almost have this flat top form here going up into the open. And then, of course, it reclaims. You can see here we have the previous high here we rejected, getting off the same high. So I'm wanting to see a break above so that this area of supply becomes an area of demand. Because right now, of course, this does sit as a current area of supply until price breaks above and then confirms, and of course it is an area of demand. So right now this is supply, and then over here, of course, breaks above, pulls back, this becomes an area of demand. All right, so as price pulled back, of course, I was watching for confirmation off of VWAP, and I waited until we had that here. Confirmed higher low, we saw a buyer step in back over the 9 and 20, took my entry risking off of VWAP, put the curl back up into the previous highs. Now I was wanting to get this breaking out up into the open. Unfortunately, I didn't get a move that big. But I did get a move here from, as you can see, from my entry at 1670 all the way to about 18 cents a share, 1780. So again, I was pretty happy to start. And so locked in a nice one there, going up into the bell. That was pretty nice. Then after that, we moved on over to PMI out of the open. Now I traded this pretty well too. This had a perfect, almost rounded bottom look to it. I wanted to get squeezing up through VWAP. And I traded it very well, but follow through wasn't great. Follow through wasn't fantastic. But you can see here, it keeps on trying. Look at this. Wick off the low. It's just wanting to get breaking up here and just squeezing up through VWAP, right? And so that's what I was looking for here. It also was the only stock that wasn't a penny stock today. And I was like, well, please do something. And so in any case, I was able to take the pullbacks here off these lows. Again, was just taking pullbacks off the 20 EMA, looking for the breakup higher. Kept on rejected again here and then broke down. So I didn't play it again, of course, when it broke this higher low. Left it alone, didn't touch it since. But I had a couple small wins there to break the ice after market open, of course, after that first trade on JTAI. Now, I also had a nice trade on SGN. We'll come back to HXHX, but SGN was also very nice. Out on the stream this morning. I know if you were on the stream, you saw it. I don't know why. Then I went on over to HXHX, and this is one of those that I really thought was going to get going today, and I got a bad fill. I got a terrible fill. This thing put in place these higher lows, riding off the 90 EMA so well all morning. I take an entry for the breakout over this flat top high. I anticipated that breakout a little bit, got kind of aggressive for the squeeze up higher. And I tried to add back on the pullback when it pulled back off of VWAP here. And, oh my goodness, well, you can see what happened. I got filled top of the range. And overall, I'm flat on this. I took a small win, took a small loss. Annoying. So, I one loss this morning. And it was because of a terrible fill. But then moving on to Cloud International Holdings. Last night's top watch from the watch list. And holy crap, this thing was beautiful today. So the game plan here today was to watch for the confirmed break over the after hours highs over 88 cents. And so when it first happens this morning, of course, you break over that 88-cent level, which we'll mark up here so you can visualize that with me. The 88-cent level sat right here. And so as it broke above, I'm seeing it confirm off pullbacks. And so I'm trying to take it here for the breakout higher off the 90 EMA, looking to see if we can't get squeezing. And I just kept on trying. And it was just, look at this, knife off weak, knife off the high. And it looked so heavy. It looked so unbelievably heavy. So all through here, I'm just stacking small green. Well, finally, it starts to get some direction behind it. It starts to really get going. And so I'm able to take it here. Now, I try to take it here at first. I get the leg up, then it just knifes back on itself. Very small win, again. And so I say, oh, God, it's the top stock for today. Surely I can make something happen. And thankfully, the last trade, I did. So 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth time was a charm here for me this morning. It was a tough one to get reads on, but thankfully, I caught the big move. Now, as it, again, knifes off this high, it puts in, look at this, another higher low off the 90 EMA. Pulls back again, gets bottom again, pulls back again. I nail my entry. I take my entry, risking off this past low. for the break over this previous high of day. This literally teleports over the highs, and so get my stop loss raised at the bottom of the candle. Then we halt up here, you know, what, $1.25 or so. And so I'm looking for a strong resumption, and I have my stop down here at the previous high of day, looking for that flip back up higher. And we actually do get that flip up higher. I get a flip from 120s down to the resumption at 125, all the way to 138, where I was able to get down to just runners left. And then after we rejected off the high, took a full profit right here. And so, again, super happy with Chow. That is where she was done. So, look, quick morning recap. This week's been insane, though, with the free watch list. On the watch list this week, Monday was CCHH, 120% move. Tuesday was QNCX, 300% move. Yesterday, we timed the top on QNCX, saying to avoid QNCX. Then today was Chow with a 200% move. So you just can't make this stuff up. Great opportunities. Yes, they're penny stocks, but if you trade them right, there's still amazing opportunities to be had, even on these cheap names. Price action is great. So, hey, when it is, you have to get out there and take full advantage of it, really. So let me know in the comments below what you traded today. Hopefully you kind of piece of that Chow move. Hopefully some penny stock action out there, because that is the current theme that we are having some fun with. As always, if you did learn a thing or two from this video, make sure to subscribe for daily content just like this. And make sure as well to claim your 7-day free trial to trade alongside me in real time every single day. You'll find that link down below, where you'll also get my watch list, education, alerts, chat room access, scanners, news, Momentum AI, Momentum Journal. It's a mouthful, but so much more. And so go ahead and lock that in. I'll see you tomorrow morning to trade alongside me in real time for an amazing end of week. Hopefully another all green week. Knock on wood. And I'll see you there.